Hello, welcome to the live demonstration for the booking system of Domaine Seetloo. So this is the login page where you need to enter a password to gain access. Now once you enter, this is the dashboard. You get to see the calendar over here. So this is for August 2026. And these are some of the labels that I've used. So hall bookings are represented by this dark purple color. Chalet is for the green. Public holidays are marked in orange. And the Hindu wedding calendar is marked by light purple. Now the Hindu wedding calendar, I've added a toggle box here. So it's usually left unchecked, but if you'd like to tick, you can see the purple markings being applied. So not to worry, what you can do, you can actually either hover over them and it will tell you what is going on, or you can even click and you can read down here. So it's actually the Chaturmas period, and usually weddings are advised not to take place during this period. So to make things simple, I'll just untick this for now and we'll just have our normal calendar. So you can see today is the 16th. They're marked by the red dot here. 15th, as I said, public holiday. So if you click on it, you can see it's the Assumption of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Now I've added a test case, as you can see down here. This customer has booked the hall from the 21st of August to the 23rd, and this has been confirmed. So you can see over here 23rd, 21st to the 23rd, it's marked in purple, and that's because they have booked the hall. The chalet is still available for booking. So if I were to click on, for example, the 21st, it will show you that the hall is booked. The check-in time is at 12 p.m. and there is Eid Gawai happening at 7 p.m. Whereas the chalet is still free for booking. Now, if you would like to view the booking details, you can just scroll down here. You can click on the test case here, or you can even click over here. It will bring you to this page, which is the booking information. You can have their phone number, when they are checking in and the time, what are they booking, and the timings of the events, how much the agreed price is, and what the deposit is as well. So just to go back to the dashboard. So this is a rough rundown of what the dashboard would show you. So now to show the actual solving of the problem of this double booking. So I'm just going to add this new customer. So maybe this new customer, they're just having something simple like a birthday party, and they would actually like to book both the hall and chalet on the 22nd of August. So you can see once I input this date, this warning message pops up saying that it falls within Chaturmas, and the explanation when and why this is being popped up. But it also tells you this is not a reason to turn the booking down. Now we are booking this for a birthday party, so this does not actually hold any relevance. But in case this was a wedding, you can highlight this to the customer, and if the customer still wants to go ahead with their booking, you are still able to do the booking. So for example, this birthday party, they would like to start the party from 4 p.m. and it would run all the way till maybe 11 p.m. And they will be checking in on the 22nd at about 1 p.m. And they would be checking out on the 22nd as well at okay. So now you can see that there was a sound notification, and there's also a red error message popping up telling us that this clashes with an existing booking, and this is the existing booking, the test case from 21st August to 23rd August. So the good thing here is even if I decide to go ahead and just continue booking this birthday party, let's just put a rough figure here. So if I click on create booking, you get the sound again, and it continues telling you that this conflicts with an existing reservation. No matter how many times I click, it will not work. So the only solution would be to cancel the prior booking and then coming back to add this, or to simply inform the customer that we are unable to rent out the hall and chalet to them. Now, if you do remember the test case that I showed you earlier, they only booked the hall. The chalet was still free for booking. So if the customer is okay to settle for the chalet only, we can just change this to the chalet, and the occupancy which they would like to book, we can either click this and choose chalet from here, or we could click set from events, so it pulls the data from up here. So if we click set from events, it changes to chalet. Now you can see the first warning message has disappeared, and if I go ahead and try to create the booking is successful and it is created. So if now I would want to print, I can click on print, and this is the booking form that we can print out and give to the customer. Now, if I want to go back to the booking details, I can still view everything as they were. I can go back to the dashboard, and now we can see that the second entry has been added called double book, and they have booked the chalet for the 22nd of August. So you can see now on the 22nd here, there's a green icon, and that's because the chalet has been booked as well. But 21st chalet is still free, 23rd chalet is still free. So that is a rough overview on how we can prevent double booking from happening again in the future, and how this calendar is quite interactive in showing any current bookings as well. Another feature that I have added would be this bookings feature, where we can see any ongoing bookings. So you can see we have two ongoing bookings, test case and double book. You can also export this as an Excel file. So if you click on this, it will download the Excel file to your device. We also have completed bookings and we have cancelled bookings. So just to show an example of this, I can go back to new booking. I can create another test case. Maybe I can just put wedding and hall and chalet. Maybe they booked this on the 5th of August. So you can see that the warning message still pops up. They booked this on the 5th at 5 a.m. and they would check out on the 5th as well at maybe 10 p.m. So they are booking for the hall and chalet, so occupancy would be for hall and chalet as well. The agreed price was maybe 50,000, and they paid a deposit of 15,000. So we can go ahead and create this booking. The booking was successful. So this was for the 5th of August. So now if I go back to my bookings page and I click on completed, you can see that this has been completed. Now, it does say an outstanding amount of 35 rupees is has not been paid. There is a feature where if this has been paid by the customer, you can click on to their name. It opens the booking. There's something called payment here. So you can actually click, put in the amount, 35,000. Maybe they paid it today. So you can just click add payment. So in the notes, maybe you can put received by person X, add payment. So it will add this into the information here. And if I go back into my bookings, completed, it now says paid in full. So that's for the completed section. Now if I go into my ongoing, maybe Mr. Double Book has called and they would like to cancel their booking. You can just click on it. You can click on cancel booking. There's a pop-up to confirm this cancellation, and click on OK. So it has been cancelled. Now, if I go back to bookings, it is no longer under ongoing. It would be under cancelled. So this would be another good way to track any ongoing, any completed, and any cancelled bookings. So if I were to go back to my dashboard now, you can see that there are two things here. Double book is no longer here. So this was the 5th August booking, and this is the upcoming 21st August. Now, this table here would only show us the bookings that are for the current month and for the following month, not all the bookings. However, if you would like to see more bookings, there is a date range here that you can adjust accordingly, and it will display the bookings for the date range that you have selected. Now, there's also light mode. So currently you can see that the screen is dark, and if you want a light mode, you can just click it, and you have another low, you have a screen showing white to make it brighter. But if you prefer dark, this is just a display preference. There's also a help page here that would run through how this website works, and in case you forget what are some of the features, you can always come back to read it. Like, it even tells you the Hindu calendar periods, they shift every year, karma moves by about a day, so these are just some helpful information. So yes, that is about it. Once you are done with this, you can actually just log out, and you'll be back at the home page. Thank you.